Energy efficiency ratings driving value in UK residential property? You ever walked into a house, felt the chill, and thought, blimey, heating this place must cost a fortune? Yeah, same. That gut feeling? It's exactly what the Energy Performance Certificate EPC is supposed to quantify, but on paper. And let me tell you, in today's UK property market, that little colored grass is pulling more weight than ever. So, what's the big deal? EPCs aren't new. We've had them since 2007. But something's shifted. It's no longer just about getting one done to sell your flat. Buyers, especially the younger crowd, are actively looking at energy ratings when house hunting. It's right up there with garden size and proximity to a decent pub. Okay, maybe not right up there, but you get me. I had this lovely 2-bed in Brighton last month. Classic Victorian terrace, all character and creaky floorboards. But the EPC was an E. Viewers came, fell in love with the high ceilings, then backed away faster than you can say heat loss. One couple even told me flat out, we love it, but we just can't justify the running costs. Ouch. The market's getting savvy. People are reading EPCs now, actually reading them. Not just glancing at the letter and binning the rest. They're asking about cavity wall insulation, boiler age, double glazing. I had a buyer in Sheffield whip out a thermal imaging app during a viewing. I kid you not. It's not just buyers either. Landlords are feeling the heat too, pun intended. With the minimum energy efficiency standards, MEES, rental properties need to be EPC E or above. And word on the street is that'll go up to C before long. I've got portfolio landlords in Leeds and Bristol quietly panicking, planning upgrades, crunching numbers, deciding whether to sell off non-compliant stock before the rules tighten. But here's the twist. Sometimes an EPC doesn't tell the whole story. I had a new build flat in Manchester rated B, but the tenant was constantly cold. Turns out there was a dodgy seal on the balcony door, and the place was leaking heat like a sieve. Meanwhile, I viewed a 1930s semi in Watford, rated D, but the owner had done all sorts of stealth improvements. Floor insulation, smart thermostat, draft proofing, and it felt way more efficient than its official rating. So yeah, EPCs matter. But boots on the ground knowledge? That matters more. Let's talk money. Properties with better EPCs are fetching higher prices. Not always dramatically, but enough. I recently sold 2 near-identical semis in Birmingham. One rated C, one rated E. The C-rated one sold for £9,000 more. Same layout, same road. The only real difference was the insulation and windows. That's it. And when you factor in the current energy prices, don't get me started. Those costs add up real quick. Buyers are doing the maths. Okay, I'll pay 10 grand more now, but I'll save 600 a year on bills? Done. Want a quick win? Loft insulation. Cheapest upgrade with the best bang for your buck. Every time I've seen an EPC jump a grade, loft insulation was in the mix. Also, solar panels. Bit more of an investment, but when they're installed right and paired with battery storage, game changer. Especially in the south where sun's a bit more generous. I had a bungalow in Dorset with solar plus battery that generated almost all its electricity from March to October. Buyer paid full asking price, no hesitation. The future? Buyers are getting greener. Regulations are getting stricter. And energy bills are nowhere near pre-2021 levels. So yeah, EPCs are no longer a tick box. They're a selling point, a bargaining chip, sometimes a deal breaker. If you're advising a seller, get that EPC sorted early. And if it's a low rating, don't just shrug. Help them understand what can be improved. Fast fixes, low-cost tweaks. It could add thousands to the sale price, literally. And buyers? Teach them to read between the lines. EPCs are helpful, sure, but they don't capture everything. A house might be a D on paper, but feel like a C in reality. Look for signs. Condensation, cold spots, dodgy windows. Trust your gut and the graphs. Anyway, that's my EPC rant over, for now. Let's just say, if you're not talking energy efficiency in your listings, in your valuations, in your viewings, you're already behind.